Hey everybody, today's video is a get ready with me. I was in a fall wedding as a bridesmaid last weekend, so this is the makeup that I wore. First thing I did was put on Maybelline Baby Skin just to prime my T-zone. And then since I have dark circles on the inner parts of my eye, I used Benefit's Erase Paste, and it is a salmon-based concealer. And then I just blended the rest of it out with my finger. And then as my transition shade, I used NYX Nude Matte Eyeshadow in the color Get Naked on a fluffy brush. I just first blended it into my crease and then put a little bit on my lid. And then I went in with my Coastal Scents 88 eyeshadow palette, and for my lid, I used this really pretty orangey peach shimmery color. So I just packed that onto my lid, and these colors aren't exactly super pigmented, so I did go back and forth a lot with this eyeshadow. Then I went into my Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay and went into Venus, which is just a cream shimmer shade, and put that on my brow bone and also in the inner corners. And then I just took that same fluffy brush just to blend everything out. And then I went into this really bright red color, and I believe it did have a little bit of shimmer in it. I just used a pencil brush to sort of outline the outer V and then just brought it about halfway into my lid. And I also had to go back and forth with this color as well. And then once again, I just blended those two eyeshadows together. Going back into the same color I used for my lid, I'm just going to pack that on once more. And then I went into this darker warm tone brown on a stiffer brush. I'm not quite sure what you would call this brush. It's just a stiffer flat brush. And I sort of outlined the outer V, not making it super blended since I did want it a little bit darker. And then I just turned the brush sideways just to sort of bring it a little bit further into my crease. Going back into that bright red color one more time, just on that brush I just used for the brown, I did the exact same thing, just sort of went in a little bit further than I did with that brown shade. For that, I just blended again. And my highlight did get lost, so I just applied that one more time on my brow bone and in my inner corner. And then I went back into that red and brown color, I just mixed them together and put that on my lower lash line just to make it really smoky. And last but not least, I just wanted to make my lid pop, so I went back into that orangey peach color. And then I lined my upper lash line with my Sephora black eyeliner. And I did not do a wing or anything like that, just lined my upper lash line. And then to set that, I used Urban Decay eyeshadow in the color Perversion just on an angled brush. And then I wanted my lower lash line just to be a bit more smoky, so I just took that Perversion eyeshadow and just went over the outer 2/3 of my lower lash line. And then I curled both of my eyelashes. And I wanted the top part to be a bit more smoky also, so I just took that same brush I used for the outer V. I didn't apply any eyeshadow, I just smudged my eyeliner in the outer corner. And I took my Maybelline Colossal Pumped Up mascara and went over my lower lashes one time, and then I just went over my upper lashes also. And the second mascara I used is by Revlon, and it is the Lash Potion mascara. I just did one coat of that just on my upper lashes. And last but not least, I used my L'Oreal Shocking Extensions mascara just on my upper lashes. And this sort of breaks up my lashes as well. And then the eyes were done, and it was time to move on to my face. I used my NYX BB Cream, and this is the medium shade, and I just blended that out on my damp beauty blender. And I did want to do a cream contour for this look, so I used my Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick in the color Coconut. I just put this on the hollows of my cheekbones, down my nose, on the top part of my temples, and then underneath my chin as well. And then I just used an angled blush brush just to blend that out, and then I went back in with my damp beauty blender just to make sure that it was extra blended. So I just went back and forth between the blush brush and the beauty blender. And then I just did my eyebrows like I always do. I went in with my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder in the color Blonde. On an angled brush, I just went into the wax first and then the lighter shade in this palette. And I just used that on the tail part of my eyebrows. And then going in with my Revlon Brow Fantasy in Dark Blonde for the inner part. And then just blending those out with my spoolie. And then I used the wax or gel side of my Revlon Brow Fantasy. The concealer for underneath my eyes that I used is by Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind, and this also makes your eyeshadow a lot more crisp and clean. Then I just blended that out with my damp beauty blender. And then I do like to set concealer underneath my eyes, so I just use my Rimmel's Stay Matte in the color Transparent just on this small fan brush. And then to set the rest of my face makeup, I used Physician Formula Super BB Powder, just on a big fluffy brush. And I did want to be a bit more bronze, so I just went with my Benefit Hoola bronzer and just went over those same spots that I used the cream contour. And for a little extra glow on my cheeks, I used Maybelline Dream Sun Bronzer. And then to highlight my cheekbones, I just used M.A.C Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle on a fan brush. And then I used my 10 blush palette from Prom Brush. And I just went in with this shimmery peach shade first, and then over top of that I just used a darker mauve color. And then my mascara was fully dry by that time, so I just curled one more time just to make sure that they looked nice and up. And then to set everything, I used my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And then last but not least is the lip gloss. I just used my NYX in the color Maple Blondie. And that is the finished makeup look. I already have the hair tutorial filmed in a separate video, so I'm going to be linking that down below. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.